This is the current state of our 40-foot semi-trailer. The thing is, we have apple harvest in less than a week. And obviously, we can't load freshly picked apple bins on a trailer that looks like this. In today's video, y'all are coming along start to finish in replacing all of the boards on our 1960-ish flatbed semi-trailer. All right, before we get into today's video, some of you guys reached out recently and were concerned about us in the PNW and all of the wildfires that are going on.
So stay tuned, we will update you guys in a couple of minutes of what's going on with all of that. But for now, let's get into the video.
You look like a bear, man. Cooper, by the way, had the great idea today of losing his collar. It had an air tag in it. It was like an air tag holder kind of collar. And, well, it's not like connecting to, I was like, why are you pointing? It's not connecting to our phones. And so we can't like connect to it to see where it's at. So I spent a little bit earlier, like half hour trying to find his collar. And I can't find it.
So this is a flatbed semi-trailer that we use to haul apples. So this is a couple decades past needing new boards. Overdue, I mean, a new deck. So, and you can see why. Watch. I took off 2 right there, and this is exactly why we're putting new boards. I haven't done anything. I literally just put it here. Haven't done anything, turned the camera on, and this is why we're replacing. So, if you haven't guessed it, that shouldn't be like that. Yeah, here's another one. Yeah, all these screws has either broke off at the head or these boards are so rotten, they just come push, there's a hole at the head, so they just come right off. So, that is why we're replacing these. And I don't want this board to break on the grass like that last one just did. Beautiful. And these screws are rusty tight. Those were self-tapped into the beams or whatever you want to call this. So any screws that haven't broke off at the heads from just pulling the boards up, I'm going to zip off with a grinder level with the trailer. Okay, this one, there's one screw holding it in there. There's one screw holding that one in. That one's in, that one's in. Yep. We're gonna need this trailer in about 2 weeks to haul wildfires, galas. So that's why I need to get this done as soon as possible. Okay, we're done. I need tools for the rest. But look at this. It's crazy. Yeah, that one's not coming. Take a picture of that. It's hot out here. Okay, so that's the wood pile. That's the pile. Okay, all of this came off. All right here, all this. I pulled up with just my hands. We have literally 4 boards left. Long one there, and 2 little guys. Anyways, I'm gonna zip off these real quick and get back to you. Okay, so look at this. I just snipped off all the bolts with the angle grinder. because we both know they weren't coming out. And they would, if I tried, which I did, I tried with the impact, and they just broke off. So yeah, there's nothing wrong with cutting them off. That's how many I got. A couple that were just like loose in there, so I just pulled out and instead of cutting it. But that's how many mulch we got. Must I say these coconut water And must I say these coconut water boxes make a good toolbox. We use them all the time. I still got one board on there. I was using that board to kneel on as I just nipped them all off. So now this is flat. I was using that piece of plywood to sit on. I got a mess down here I gotta take to the fire pit. So, you know, just so I didn't fall through these holes, I was kneeling on that, and I kept that one because that's the literal only good board left. Now we're not gonna keep it. I just couldn't get it off, and the heads are like down in the board, like all the way down, buried, so I can't get to them. I don't know what I'm gonna do there. Just maybe pry it off, break it into pieces. But I kind of kept that for walking too. Easier to walk on to the front, to the back of the trailer. Using the grinder right here. And then I, from top up here, I was holding the bolt right here. So, you know, I didn't cut my fingers off to grab the bolt because I didn't want them dropping in the grass. I went through 2 discs, cut off wheels. Good old grinder.
Oh, that smells good. I think I like the smell of wood.
So,
Ooh, it's gonna look good. These are nice and clean. Huh?
All right, happy August, everybody. We are officially done with the month of July.
And with the month of July being done, here is a list of all of you who have given over and beyond on our link and on YouTube through Super Thanks. So thank you to each and every one of you for that.
All right, so that was just for the month of July. For those of you who have given over and beyond, and we gratefully appreciate you all, and all of you, because you all give in your views, likes, and comments. And you guys leave great comments, by the way. We love reading your guys' comments. It sometimes feel like we have like a big group chat, like our comment section is like a big group chat from like people from all over the world. So yeah, we're in our Buckeyes, by the way. These are not our wildfires. You guys will see the wildfires in the next video.
Dude, these aren't really ripe.
All right, so we also wanted to take the time to answer some of your guys' questions that you have had in the last couple of videos. We read your guys' comments, but sometimes we can't get in there and answer the questions or so. So here are some of the questions lately. I was gonna start reading it, but I was like, oh, I guess you could say the name. So Eric said, how often do you come across deer in the apple trees? So
Last year I saw some deer in the juice grapes, and by the time it went away, I couldn't get a picture of it. They had already ran away. And then Bro, like last week,
literally last week,
we'll put up a picture, saw some deer in the apples, in the cosmics.
Yeah.
And then the very next day, Dad saw them in the cosmics the next day.
They are kind of been starting to show up a little bit more often.
But it is kind of rare to see them here.
I asked Dad, he said it's very rare because he said that was the first time he's seen deer in like 20 years. And Steven asked...
That's not right.
I could have told you that. All right, so on the last video, Steven asked, side note, totally random question from out of space. If those are organic grapes, are you allowed to use treated timber post, or is that why they fell over, because they are just natural wood? So the row that fell over in the last video, that was not our organics, that was our conventional. And that row fell over because We had,
scrawny T-post.
yeah, like,
And so in the organics, we are not allowed to have treated wood. It has to be all natural.
yeah, so you're right on that. But when we do post replacements, even in the organics and the conventional, in both of them, we're doing metal T-post replacements. We're not doing wood anymore. And because metal is like so much faster to replace post with, we just have to pound it in and then clip on the wire. On the wood post, we have to auger a hole, put the post in, tamp down all the dirt around the post, and then put the wire up, put a nail in. And you're also right in that non-treated wood post, they will rot out faster than treated wood post. So, but we're not doing any more wood posts, so.
It's all metal.
Yes.
Next question.
All right, so in the spraying video, the compost tea spraying video 2 videos ago, Mike asked, it appears you are spraying the leaves and vines of the grapes. Does that mean the nutrients are absorbed through the leaves and vines, or does it wash off with watering and then feeds the roots? So kind of both. When we spray, the leaves absorb it, and then like anything that drips off, then obviously the soil gets. So it dries, by the way, before we
It's water.
before we go through and water.
It absorbs before Dad waters.
Yeah, but so yeah, it's kind of both. The leaves absorb it, and then like anything that's like dripping off, then it drips off into the soil. And last question for now is, Robert asked, what grape varieties do you all grow?
Concord and Niagara juice grapes.
Yes, we don't grow any wine grapes
Or table grapes.
anymore. We used to grow wine grapes. All right, so that was some of the recent comments that we wanted to let you guys know that we read your comments, but we can't always get in there to answer every question. Oh, I forgot to say that dude said I grow Concord in my garden.
You did, weirdo.
I did not.
Did too. Did she?
I did not.
Did too.
I said, Robert asked, what grape varieties do you all grow?
I grow Concord in my garden.
I did not.
Did too.
I told you that. I didn't tell them that.
Did too.
I feel like there was something we needed to ask them. Or let them know of something.
Man, you go.
Tom has been asking to see the row that we pruned. So Tom has been asking to see the row of grapes that Bro and I pruned in winter. We are obviously now in August, so we will go show you guys that. We marked the row that we pruned so that we can show you guys.
They aren't really that ripe.
So we flagged the row that we pruned so that we can show you guys it's like in the middle of summer. And we've been meaning to show you guys what it looks like. The reason I guess that we have been stalling to show you guys
It's because they destroyed that row. There's no grapes. Nothing's growing in that row.
Oh my goodness. I was going to tell them that slowly, not that blunt.
Hey, don't beat around the bush. You get to the point. There's no grapes on that row. They literally pruned it all off.
Anyway,
it's not my doing. I didn't do that row.
So here's the thing. We flagged the row because we knew that we were going to...
You didn't need to flag it. We'd see it.
It looks just like the other rows. There's leaves on it. There's just no grapes. So we flagged the row because we knew we were going to keep you guys updated on it, and I guess we just haven't gotten around to it.
Gotten around to it.
And so Bro and I pruned that row. We had Dad check the row, obviously, like a few times over. Like we called Dad over to be like, come make sure we're doing this right. And so
just go show them.
There's leaves on the grapes. If you would not be able to tell the difference between our row that we pruned and the other rows that are pruned. They literally look the exact same. The only difference is when you lift up the canopy, then
no grapes.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll go show you guys.
Are you guys sitting down?
Do you think they watch our video standing up?
If you're not, you're gonna want to sit down.
Go show you guys. See, we did green flagging tape around the anchor wire. So this is what this row is looking like. It obviously looks like the other ones, but underneath the canopy, it looks like this. I mean, duh, obviously it looks perfectly fine. It's like our best looking vine row in the vineyard. So yeah, that vine row looks pretty great, obviously. And we did flag the end row, and we were going to show you guys, but then we're like, oh, we forgot to show the row in the video, and so we legit have been like forgot to show you guys. So yeah, that's what the row looks like.
Cuba. Wait, this is a legit gun?
Pretty much. Probably shoot a 22 out of that.
Yeah. Or like a washer. How you gonna do this?
This is the current state of the semi. We have those everywhere.
No, this goes down along the 2x4.
Yeah, it's perfect because it has that big edge.
Yeah.
I'm going to get some cute pink gloves, yeah? That doesn't have to be a good job to have gloves that long. Who needs zip ties this big? Ooh, fun, colorful wrenches. We have these, and we got a couple years ago. We gave Dad this for Father's Day. Mom found it.
It's a good price.
Wait, cute. Wait, we can put this in the freezer. Wait, no, for real. All your stuff, so we don't have to do the coconut boxes.
Or what's this?
This is cute, and then you can sit on it.
Where are you gonna put in a drawer that big?
There's a cute little stuff we can find to put in. What color is that? Pukey purple?
Dark blue.
That's like a pukey purple. Well, that's like,
All that stuff I had today would have gone in there.
What
Those are
stuff?
The bags that I gave him.
Yeah, the stuff like that. Like, yeah.
so, huh?
Yeah.
We can get it. Do we need any dental tools?
Draper and remover tool.
Don't mind the noise. Bros, I don't know what he's doing. Save the packaging in case it doesn't work. It is pretty small. Or like bigger in the box, I will say. I found a baby screwdriver! Look at what I found. A lot of the stuff is just like in the cubby holders. And now that I think about it, they do get in the way. Like, put the keys in there and stuff. Gloves at the top. Open the top drawer. We got our pruners, a blade for the pruners, the cutest little screwdriver you've ever seen. Close that, come to the bottom, valves, brass, whatever this is. This is what's just done so far. Those are the old. They're just laying it down, so then they just have to go through and nail it. Oh, these will be linked in the description if you want.
You have nice wildfires.
Looks pretty good. What if we were to paint the boards pink?
But if we do it the other way.
And this is how much they have done so far. We still need to nail. It's only like the first 3 they nailed in because they need to get more nails. he's literally, dude, look at him. He just purposely turning his head away from the camera. Cooper. Shit, buddy. Don't look me though. Cooper. What are you doing? Pa. Cooper. Thank you. Later. Well, now we're gonna dirty up this nice wood with the bins.
So we've got all the boards cut now. We got them all cut. We're leaving 2 here so we can space them out and I can still see the beam when I nail it. So we got all of them cut and we're gonna get nails tomorrow because we ran out. We're gonna get nails tomorrow, nail these down, treat it, and we pick the wildfire galas in 4 days. So we need to get this done as soon as possible because we still need to treat it hopefully twice. Wait a couple days after the first coat and then do it again. So, anyways.
The moon is mooning.
All right, we literally had this video ready to render and upload, and then we were like, before we render it, we should probably let you guys know that we haven't burned down or anything, because some of you guys have reached out concerned about all the wildfires that are raging across the PNW currently.
So we're fine. We just have like the smoke of it, of all the wildfires. The farm is not like affected in any big way like that.
There's not a threat to the farm.
But we did have some relatives, an aunt and an uncle that had to evacuate their house.
Just on Saturday.
And
they had to evacuate, and because if a plane had not dropped fire retardant, their house was in line to be burned down later that day. So the fire retardant thankfully stopped that, but they're right now, from what like we last heard, they're in a hotel because they had to evacuate. And then they were going to do some more fire retardant, but the planes couldn't get in there because there's too many drones flying around. So yeah.
Don't have your drones up in the air right now.
Yeah, so we very much appreciate you guys' concern. You guys are very kind, and
stay safe, all of you out there.
Yes, we're in a spot where we mostly just get the smoke of it. We don't have any threat. We've never ever had like a wildfire threat to the farm, so thankfully we're in a good spot. But yeah, there's devastating wildfires across like every PNW state right now. So yeah, hope you guys are doing well yourselves and stay safe. But we are good, and
we have the mask because the air quality isn't the greatest, but we took them off to talk to you.
Mom ordered the mask because she doesn't want us to be working outside and breathing in the smoke. So these masks literally came in this evening. So, but
thank you for your concern, and
yeah,
you all stay safe yourselves.
So that's a little update. We wanted to let you guys know before this video had posted that that we weren't like
burning down.
Yeah. We're good. Hope you guys are good too. All right.
Yep.
Got new nails.
More, not new.
You can see the moon right there.
Okay.
Ooh, that is a nasty one. Oh, that was bad.
Is that flush?
there's one here too.
These boards are nailed, but we're doing this one, and then we still have all of these to do. Before I put you away, look at the moon. Look at it's pink.
Total?
What?
4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15.
Got that grinder? Don't think we have any batteries for it. 5-4.
This is the garbage, Okay, so 1,140 nails later, the semi-trailer is all nailed down and the boards are all secured. And so the next step would be is to treat it, but we need the semi today. And so we're going to treat the boards, the deck of the boards, once we're done with this variety of apples that we are harvesting. And so we'll do that later. You guys will see. We will see you guys in apple harvest.
I'm just gonna go. Well, it's kind of hard to pop up fast without me hitting my head. What am I saying again? See, I can't pop up fast. We've got a problem now. It's staining. We have to breathe.
I'm so gonna leave it on like this.
My head's not gonna hit right. Where do I feel like it's going to though? I feel like, what's his face? This dancing GIF we sometimes send is going like, he has a big fur coat on. What if I was just already up? Didn't pop up, it was just sitting. And so should it looks like this? Instead of not popping up and just slowly coming up. He's wearing a big coat and the GIF he's going like this. And he has bald and he has a mask literally just like this on. Is mine as pointy as yours?
I did.
You got up. That's basically a muscle up. I'm caught on my belt. And then my legs are gonna be. Right now, ow, freaking out, hurt my wrist. Well, these aren't the most comfortable things to sit on. Bless you. Semi-bin trailer. Was I supposed to say bin? We obviously, well, what do you want me to do? Look at them or look at where I'm walking?
Oh.
Bins of freshly picked apples on a trailer that looks like this. Dude, that would literally be so bad. It's like if you fell because you're so close. It's like in all the movies where you hit your head, go back, hit your back, go forward, hit your stomach. And just like a boom, 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 boom. Hello, what are you doing? Huh? Flatbed trailer.
Don't put that in. I mean it. Do not put that in.
I'm not standing up straight.
Stand up straight.
No.
Stand up straight.